Hi guys, welcome to this video. So today we will solve one more LeetCode question, and the question is group anagrams. The question number is 49 and it comes under medium. So similar to this question has been asked to me in one of the screening rounds of Amazon. So let's understand this question. So given an array of string strs, group the anagrams together. You can return the answer in any order. So we need to group all the anagrams strings together and we can return the final result in any order. Now let's understand what anagram is. So an anagram is a word or a phrase formed by rearranging the letters of a different word or phrase, typically using all the original letter exactly once. So in simplified form, if you see this example, two strings are anagrams if all the letters are same. So if you see this EAT, so it is using three words and the letters or the alphabets are E, A and T. And if you see T, it is also a three-letter word and they are using a same and it is also using the same letters. So these both are anagrams. And if you see the output, see eat, tea and ate, all three are anagrams since they are like equal in length and all the alphabets or the letters are same. Similar to this, NAT and TAN both are having the same letters and the length is also same, so this is anagrams. So second example is for empty string. If it is an empty string, you can return an output as an empty string. And in example 3 it is saying like if you are having only one string, so you can return as a one string. Now let's look at the constraints. So constraint is saying that the length of the array, the input array, will be from 1 to 10 to the power 4. So which means we no need to take care of the null conditions or if the length is 0. And the value of the strings will range from 0 to 100, and str of I consists of lowercase English letter, so we no need to take care of uppercase and lowercase. So these conditions we don't have to add, right? So how can we solve this question? So usually anagrams is a very basic programming question which is asked from a fresher level to I think experience level as well. So it is very simple question, and usually how anagrams are solved, like if you are given with the two strings, if we sort the strings, and once we sort it, we just we check for equality. If they are equal, we return it. So if you see eat and tea, so once we sort it, it will become AET, and if you sort the T also, it will become AET, and we will check the equality of these two strings, so it becomes equal. But here is one more level up, so we need to group all the anagrams. So what we can do in this type of question, we can simply sort it as we do. So once we sort, so whoever are whichever strings are anagrams, it will become equal, right? It will become same. So if you sort this eat, tea and ate, it will all become AET, right? AET. So these three will become equal and we can just group it together. So what we can use to group? So once we sort it, so these all values are equal, but we need to add for this eat, because we need to return the final result will have eat, tea and ate and not AET, right? So what we can do, we can take help of hash maps. We will store its sorted value as key, since these three will become equal, and the value part will have this eat, tea and ate. So these three will be grouped at 1 in my hash map. So you can consider it inside the hash map. Okay. Hope you understand the thought process behind it. Let's start writing code for this. So like I said, we no need to handle the corner edge cases like my strs will be null or not. So we'll create a hash map first. So we'll add string and the list of string, because we need to group all the strings, right? So I'm creating a hash map. Okay. Now I'll iterate through my string array. I'm making a local variable str. Okay, now what we will do, we will change my strings to char array. So why we are changing into char array? So that it will be easier to sort. Okay, how to change string to char array? We'll use this method to char array. So this will change my str, my strings to char array. Now we'll use arrays utility method which to sort my array. Once it's sorted, we'll create a key out of it. So we need to create a key from this. Once it is sorted, we need to change back to string. So we'll use string utility method value of, right. So why we are doing this? Because we need to persist this to hash map. So we to add as a key, we are changing it back to the string. Okay, now before adding to the hash map, we'll first check if my map is already containing this value or not. Okay, if my map doesn't have this key, then I'll add to my map my key and an empty list, because I have to keep the list of string. So why I'm adding the empty list? Because if I'm not having this key in my map, so the list will not contain anything anyways, it will be null. So I have added the empty list so that I can later add all the keys. So now since I've added an empty list, if it doesn't have any key, so at line number 16, now my map will either have an empty list or the list which have some keys. So in both the cases, and now I'll get my list first and then I'll add my value. So I have to add this string because I have to return my original strings and not the sorted one, right? So I'll add str to it. So this is it. Now we can return map dot values. Okay, now let's run our test cases. So it is saying incompatible types. Okay, so we are returning collection string. It cannot be converted to list of string. Okay, so it is a list of string and we need to return the list of list. So what we can do, we can just add new array list. Okay, of my list, and it is hash map. So test cases ran successfully. Let's submit it. So hope you understood this question. See you in the next. Thank you.